Hi, my name is Dan Russell, President and Founder, Innovative Installation. We're here today to visit with you about radiant barriers and reflective installations, teach you a little bit about it, how it works, and most importantly, how to save a lot of money. On our Facebook page, we get quite a few questions. I thought I'd just answer some of those that people submit from time to time. What's that first question we've got?
How does radiant barrier work?
Oh, that's a great question. It's so simple, it's almost complicated. When you put a radiant barrier up in the air, then that radiant heat strikes it, and it bounces it back the opposite way, 95% of the radiant heat. So that's kind of like a mirror with heat, not images, but with heat. Or that's when we use a reflective insulation. This is a little bit different in that it has a couple of layers of air bubbles in between. Works basically the same way. It also addresses those conductive and convective heat. So all we're doing is reflecting heat one direction or the other. So just envision in the summertime, heat comes down from the sun, hits the roof, conducts through the roof, radiates out through the bottom of the roof into the attic, hits your radiant barrier, bounces it straight back up through the roof, right back into the atmosphere. Therefore, the attic itself is going to be about 25 to 30 degrees cooler than without it.
What is the R value of RB?
What R value stands for is resistance, that's the R, to conductive and convective heat. Perhaps you'll remember the three ways heat gets transferred: conductive, convective, and radiant. Now, we deal primarily with the radiant heat. Mass insulation typically deals with conductive and convective heat only. Reflective insulation deals with all three.
I already have plenty of insulation in my attic. Do I really need radiant barrier?
Since 93% of heat transfer is radiant, okay, 7% of heat transfer, and we're talking summer, is conductive. Well, mass insulation, you say you got a ton of it, that's dealing with 7% of your problem. Without a radiant barrier, you're ignoring 93% of the problem. So if you've already got mass insulation, finish the job with some radiant barrier, and you have got it all. You're good to go. For today, I guess that wraps up Ask the Expert. I want to thank you for being here and your time. Tell your friends about this. See us on Facebook. We'll be back to see you again soon. From Ask the Expert, Dan. Thank you.